Now, one thing I want to make perfectly clear, I'm not for a moment suggesting that that uchi uke is a bad block. Not at all. It just may not be the best block to use in sparring when you're a beginner. Instead, what I'd like you to consider is this Soto Chudan block, this way. This block that starts on the outside and comes across to the inside. It's a much easier block to perform and will probably work better for you when you're beginning your karate journey, your sparring, all that sort of thing. All right, so let's quickly have a look at both blocks in more of a sparring context. So I've got myself my sparring position here, my kumites and kutsudechi. I've got my basic guard here. Okay, imagine for a second an incoming attack, and I'm going to use my front hand to block. And with the uchi uke, I've got to get this wind up here and go this way. Let's have a look at that again. As I said earlier in the video, not for a moment suggesting that it's a bad block at all, but as a beginner, you might find this action a little bit slow and a little bit complicated to achieve, and you could end up getting hit, which is going to make you feel bad. Instead, as I said, let's consider this Soto Chudan block, which I can pretty much throw with this front hand from here, simply by getting a little bit of pullback in that shoulder and arm, and then bringing it across this way. If I turn to face the camera a little bit more, let's have a look at that. So from here, rather than getting this drop down, wind up and block this way, by simply moving the arm that way, I can be deflecting that incoming strike fairly easily. All right, now we've got a couple of examples with an opponent. Make that first movement in, stop, don't move. All right, when I say go, I'll give you a bit of a nod, I want you to move in a punch. Excellent, we'll do that 3 times, okay? So from that close range, yeah? It's a bit late. It's a bit late. So if we look at the Soto block now, so as you come in, much easier. So get that, move back a bit, get that first test in. And I want you to hold this last one. Excellent. So that's it for this video today. If you enjoyed the session today, the content, please consider liking and subscribing. And until next time, I'm Sensei Craig. Keep up the great training. Os.